Hello there, my name is Wyatt, and today I'm making a brief video walkthrough of the rental management software that we have made here at Share Marketplace. Before going into that, I just want to mention a little bit about us as a company and kind of who we are and what our goals are. So we are a startup based out of Kelowna, British Columbia, and we are founded by graduates of the University of British Columbia, Okanagan. And our goal as a business is to make renting items as easy, if not easier, than buying items. And the way we decided to kind of go about completing this mission is to make a tool that can be used by rental businesses, small to medium sized, that will help them with their day-to-day operations, as well as making the rental process easier for their customers. So with that in mind, let's take a look at the software. So right here is the landing page, which is essentially a dashboard for the software. We call it the portal. And from here you can do most of the things you'll have to do on a day by day. So you first start in the bookings page where you can see all of your bookings. You can see the status of the booking, the payment status of the booking, as well as the price and the dates for the booking and the customer. You can filter these by various things. If you want to just see the ones that are pending or the ones that are confirmed, you can just select those and it'll show them to you. And then to see the details of a booking, you just double click on it. From this booking details screen, you can see all of the information about the booking. You can track deliveries if that's relevant, and you can also send out your waiver or contract to your customer. You can also send out invoices and payment links. We also enable pre-authorizations, and you can just mark an item as paid if you don't want to send a link through our system. You can just collect like a bank transfer or a check, and then you can just mark it as paid in here, or not. It's up to you how you want to do it. If you mark it as paid, then that will display in the analytics. So that's why I recommend doing that. If you don't really care about the analytics, you can just collect the check and move on. Next up, we got the inventory. In the inventory screen, you can see all your inventory at a glance. And if you want to see the details of an item, you can just double click on it. From here, you can add notes to it, to your inventory item. You can see the calendar. You can make a checklist if there's certain things you have to do before the item goes out and when it's returned. You can see the contract for it. It's an image gallery if you have like vehicles where you need to keep track of the state of the item. Booking history, maintenance, and a barcode for you to scan as well. You can also edit the serial number. So best serial number ever made ever. It's honestly not that good. It's like mediocre serial. You can make it whatever you want. It really doesn't matter. And then you can edit the pricing. So this one is like $10 million an hour, which seems kind of outrageous. I think something closer to like 1,000 an hour seems more realistic, in my opinion, for a chair. Yeah, and then we also have fees. So if there's certain items where you want a fee to apply to, but not other items within the booking, you can have like item-specific fees. So if like you want to charge a fee to a jet ski, but you don't want that to apply to a helmet for whatever reason, you can do so. You can do linked items for like when the customer is shopping on your page, it will like recommend them certain items to check out with it, kind of like add-ons. And then attributes. So this is for like if you have a linen or a tablecloth, whatever it may be, that has like different color variations, you can upload those as attributes, and so it displays one item with a bunch of different attributes rather than a bunch of different items. It's a little bit less confusing for both you and the customer. The analytics include all kinds of information about key performance metrics. You can see the conversion funnel for your website, so you can see unique visitors to your website, total carts created, and completed orders, so you can kind of see like where the bottleneck is for your customer shopping. You can also see customer information and some analytics on that, as well as inventory, so you can track your best and worst performing items. One other unique thing I want to show right here is the cart analytics. So the recover opportunities here is it's a super cool feature that we added, where if a customer goes on your website and makes a cart but doesn't complete the order and just closes the page, you can send them a little reminder that'll say, hey, we noticed you started a cart with us and didn't complete it, and it'll send them a link to take them right back to that cart where they can then complete it. Just a way to get customers kind of back on your website. The customer portal here shows all your customers and some information about them, including their, spending habits and their contact information and address and things like that. In here, we also have a little email marketing feature, so you can filter your customers by different criteria, and then you can select the customers based on that criteria and schedule like targeted email campaigns using different templates that we have here, or you can create a template from scratch. You can update all the information on here, so this will change to whatever you put it, and then it's a good item or whatever. All kinds of stuff you can do with the email marketing, and that's still in development too, so we're gonna have like a whole CRM in here at some point. Okay, so that goes over the portal. Next we have the sidebar here, where you can get into a little bit more of the nitty-gritty, starting with the calendar. On the calendar, you can go back throughout the months in this month view. You can also expand to 2 months, 3 months, 6 months, or 1 year if that's relevant to you. And then if you want to go even smaller, you could switch to a week view. The week view has a couple different view models. So this one is just like a kind of like a Gantt chart style thing of your items, your individual inventory items, and which ones are in and out. And then you can also switch to a bookings view, which will show you like Wedding for Doug, like just the different bookings you have, so it's a little bit less, cluttered. And then you can switch to employees view, where you can do scheduling for your employees, or you can assign them deliveries, and then they can log in and they can see their week at a glance in the calendar. In the bookings, we have the same manage booking screen we previously saw, same customer screen we previously saw, and then a new booking screen. So if a customer calls you in, they say, hey, I want some chairs on the 14th at 10 a.m. and I want to pick them up on the 16th at 10 a.m. You can do that and add they want just one chair for whatever reason. Doug needs one chair. And you can just quickly create a booking like that. And this will take you right to the booking details that we looked at earlier. Okay. In the inventory side of the dashboard, we have maintenance, where you can see all of the different maintenance, past and present, for your items. You can go back to this manage inventory screen that we previously saw. And then to add new inventory, you just fill out this simple spreadsheet, or you can upload a CSV file as well. We typically help people with this part. If you have like a CSV of your inventory, we would take it and reformat it to fit our requirements, or we would just enter it for you. But it's pretty simple for adding inventory. If you get new items or whatever, you can just put them in. Contracts. We have a few things in this tab. Store policies and general terms you can put in here, and these can be displayed to your customer during the checkout. If you don't have like a specific contract and you just need like terms and conditions to be signed, that's where this would come into play. And then the policies are also displayed to your customers as well. And then new contracts. This is how you create a contract. There's two different types. One is the contract, which is like a DocuSign, like a little bit more of a legit, like send a DocuSign thing, get it signed, receive it back. The waiver is a little bit more simple. It'll be displayed to the customer during the checkout flow, so you can get the waiver signed before the booking is created, just so you don't, send people out with your items before it's signed. But anyway, for both the waiver and the contract, what we'll have you do is upload your existing contract, and then all you need to do is take these fields and drag and drop them in here, and then your contract will autofill for each booking based on the information in the booking. So you only have to upload the contract once, and then for each booking made, we will automatically fill these different fields with the information relevant to that booking. You can also ask for user input. So if you have like trailers and you need the driver's license, you can slide that in there, and it'll ask them to, It'll ask them to fill in their date of birth and driver's license upon signature. Create the contract, and then what you'll do next is you'll just assign your items to that contract, and then every time the navy chairs and the blue chairs are rented, this contract that we just made will be applied to that. Okay. Next we have the payments tab. In here you can configure your payment processors. Right now we work with Stripe and Square. We're trying to expand to other payment processors, but as of right now this is what we've got. Got coupons, so you can add different coupons for like summer sales, Memorial Day weekend, whatever it may be. And then these have some analytics. This is a fake store, so obviously, there's no real analytics, but you would have like analytics about the amount of uses, and you can kind of use those analytics to see if the coupons are being effective for your business. And you can also combine these coupons with the email marketing feature here, and you can send out like the coupons to all of your previous customers to try to get them back. Next we have the accounting. So we have a little accounting feature in here where you can track your expenses and your invoices and whatnot. And we also integrate with QuickBooks for no additional cost. So if you work with QuickBooks, you can just press connect and then you can log into QuickBooks real quick and it'll sync with our system. And then anytime you do something in our system, it'll send that information to QuickBooks. If you send an invoice out or collect payment through QuickBooks, it'll update our system, so they talk back and forth. Next we have the reviews. So yeah, we got 1 5-star review. We probably will be getting some more here soon. It's a new business, but yeah, you can get reviews from your customers. Every time they complete a booking, this will be sent out and then the reviews will come here. Support, this is kind of like a pseudo page right now. We have some you can book a session or watch walkthroughs or do the phone support, but really what we'll do is we'll just give you our phone numbers and you can call us directly. This is just kind of like a filler page right now. We usually just do one-on-one support, taking phone calls and sending texts back and forth. Settings, just general settings. You can go and do some more like customization in here. Like you can change the calendar colors. You can do overselling, and you can add like flexible drop off and date pickers. So if you have like unique rules for how you want to do your pricing or your date selection, you can add those here. You can link your social media, and you can also, one important feature in here is the team and permissions. So if you have certain team members that you don't want to see everything, like you don't want to see them to see your analytics or your accounting stuff or the receipts for payments, you just want them to see maintenance and bookings, you can edit the team member and change permissions. Got all kinds of different permissions here that you can change, and you can also create like these things, I guess they're roles that you can select that will update the permissions of your employees. And this will, for example, if you take an employee and you get rid of analytics or you get rid of payments, this tab will not even be there for them to see. So it'll limit their view and make the way the software appears to them basically just relevant to what their day-to-day is. So it's not just like gonna lock this off and keep it there for them to see. It just completely reworks the display of the software to fit your employees' day-by-day needs. With that, I think I'll call this walkthrough. There's a bunch of other stuff I could show, but nobody wants to watch an hour-long video, so I'll just drop it right here. And yeah, if you want to learn more, please visit our website. You can book a software demo with us as well. If you'd like to do so, I'll leave our contact information and a link to our website right here on the screen. And yeah, I've been Wyatt. Thank you so much for checking out this video, and share.